9:08 p.m., May 29th. Key point, like I've been saying. People telling the truth don't need to control information. People telling the truth don't need to deny people my information or deny people from communicating with me. There's a reason they don't want you to communicate with me. They don't want me to tell you key information about these terrorists, about their hustles, about their theft. I have no team, never did, never fall for that. Those people claiming to be my team are terrorists holding me hostage. They're criminals stealing from me. They're people who tried to murder me, and they're stealing intellectual property. Don't fall for bullshit. I never had a team, and I was never playing any game. So they don't want you to see my information because I'd say key stuff like that, like I have no team. And then they're controlling information in their realm of disinformation, controlled communication, misrepresentation, manufacturing, destroying evidence, impersonation tactics of me, impersonation tactics of law enforcement. They got all sorts of tactics. And they know I'm not privy to that realm. If they're on my team, why do they leave that out? Why would they leave out something key like that and endanger my life? Who's falling for it? If they're on my team, why do they lie about my documents, my letters, and pretend they're theirs? Why do they slander me all the time? Why are they controlling information? If they're on a team with me, why don't they tell me key info? Yeah, what's going on around here? And why do they pretend my letters and analysis are theirs? Why are they always trying to slander me if they're on a team with me? Why are they gambling with my property illegally if they're on a team with me? Why do they gamble with stuff without my permission if they're on a team with me and there was never any relationship that went sour? And if the relationship went sour, how are they still on a team with me? So that's just more bullshit. And no, I never had any team and there was no relationship. And there was no sourness to any relationship because it was a non-existent relationship. Key point. But there's a reason they don't want you to see my information. There's a reason they don't want you to read my information is they're controlling information. The reason they don't want you to read it is they're lying to you. The reason they tell you not to watch my videos, they're lying to you. The reason they tell you not to read my letters, they're lying to you. The reason they tell you not to open certain documents is there's key information in documents and key analysis. And then they also want to show you fake documents or fake versions of my ideas and then pretend my furthest work document is theirs, whatever the hell's going on. That's a piece of their hustle, like I've been saying. They don't want you to open my letters to law enforcement because they want to steal information from my letters and pretend my information is theirs. And they don't want you to see key information, key tip-offs, key analysis, and key tips about their terrorist agendas. And then, they keep prolonging something so you don't read it. So while you're not reading it and listening to their rules of where the hell these weirdos are doing, they're carrying out their steps in a terrorist agenda and you're being a dumbass not reading the letters. And then by the time you read it, you're like, holy shit. That's why these guys are blackmailed. That's why they're hand-tied. And that's why these weapons are in terrorist hands. And that's why our country's in danger. Our children are in danger or whoever. So I suggest you read every letter I write unless you're fucking crazy. Because I have key information. They're purposely telling you not to read stuff because they're buying time while they're carrying out their global terrorist agendas, while they're tying hands, while they're stealing intellectual property and selling it and financing terrorism. And now there's large sums of money in people's hands. And they're lying about the worth of the ideas, so you can't estimate how much money is in terrorist hands and criminals' hands involved with organized crime. So this is key. Praise Jesus. But yeah, rule of thumb, they're telling you not to read my information because they're controlling information and they're trying to not let you see key information, and then they may be using ego attacks so you don't read them like I can solve it myself. I'm a stubborn old man or a stubborn woman. I can do it myself, and they're taking advantage of that. And they know there's key information you should see today that you should have seen 6 years and 6 months ago, at least 5 years and 6 months ago, that you didn't because you were being stubborn and falling for their egging and ego attacks. And that's one of their tactics too, is capitalizing off the ego, trying to make you feel incompetent, feel stupid, you can do it yourself, whatever, and then while you're being stubborn, you're missing key information from the victim. Yeah, I was never an investigator, I'm the victim. So for an investigation, that's one of the first things you should read. I was never an investigator, so that may be one of their tactics too, trying to make me look like an investigator, this and that, when I was really the victim. And if you're an investigator, information from the victim is essential. So they're denying you key information from the victim by, I guess, just trying to disguise me as an investigator when I was really a victim. But yeah, my information is essential to any real investigator. So it wouldn't be cheating because you would be getting testimony from a victim.